Hello everybody, welcome back to Split Life Productions. My name is Machine. We're back in iRacing. We're doing the GT3 Europe Challenge. We're back in the Ferrari today. Just kind of been having a good run of these races with the Ferrari lately. But we're at Redokison. It's a Swiss map, if I recall correctly. But regardless, this is a very short track. This is part of the free tracks that you get as part of the base game of iRacing as you first start. So a lot of cars like the Formula V, the Ray 1600F, the Miata Cups, and I think the GR86 as well, and maybe the MR2 BMWs race at this track. So it's a very tight track, very technical track as well. Rudskogen, Rudskogen. Motor Center spelled with an S. Very technical track. I do really enjoy driving this track because it does, especially that first downhill section going to that sweeping right-hand corner. You definitely have the opportunity of just absolutely spinning out, going way into the outfield, into the barriers there. Especially in this is such a good technical track to learn on for the Miatas and the open wheel cars, the Formula V and the Ray 1600. But yeah, we're gonna take this track with the GT3's here, which is a much bigger car, obviously way more power than those cars. So starting out in fourth position, pace cars off. We're going. It's green flag. Porsches are up in front. It's me and this other Ferrari that are just going to be running here. In this first turn here, very important to try to get that momentum around. First from turn 1 and turn 2. But it's a 20-minute race, so see if we can't get any more spaces or if we can maintain. Whoa, we're going. Oh, okay, we're going wide. Okay, well, let's sacrifice a spot. Probably just feed back in the line. Maybe not. Okay, we'll just take our position back. We're fine. We're all fine. We're just gonna quietly run off track again. Carried too much speed. Definitely carried too much speed. Okay, we lost position there. Well, down to 5th. Okay, down to 6. Got that BMW that's making a move around the outside there, and then we're going to be moving down a spot. Okay, and Porsche is going to get past me as well. Okay, well, 7th position. I think we should be good here. We'll kind of run a little bit of a wider line, like high in, low out kind of thing around this final corner of the track. But we'll keep going on this race here. First lap down of 20 minutes. So let's go. Mercedes is really getting close on me there. Hopefully we can try to create some space. I feel like I'm making the right moves on these corners and everything. Ooh, okay, he's gonna go. Nope, we're gonna block him there. So try to run a harder line, try to create some distance here. And the biggest thing is these uphill, the main uphill section here. You know, we got this big sweeping down left-hand corner, shift down all the way down to first gear. No, actually, no, second gear on this one. But this section here of those S's going uphill, really got to get on that green patch on the inside of those turns. This is like it's weird because like that corner right there is just like, I can go down to first, but second's working pretty good right now. And that turn is like, you gotta hit that green patch on the inside turn there to get the right trajectory into that turnaround there, that circle portion there. I'm gonna really attack that corner there. Such a tight corner there to immediately follow it with a wide sweeping, you know, right-hand turn. Yeah, swing it on the inside there and get that curb, get that other curb. Missed that curb, but kind of get up on this Porsche here. Oh, that Mercedes made a mistake. Okay, we're gonna make some space. Bob a little bit. We're gonna make some space here. Okay, love it. And get around hopefully try to get around this Porsche here. I'm gonna stay in second gear because you really reach the top of that gear coming into that corner there. So really sticking with try to stick with a tight line around that final corner of the track. Oh, and the Mercedes is spun. The Mercedes is spun behind us. Okay, we've got ourselves a gap. It's me and that Porsche now in front. Hopefully we can try to make some moves, hopefully, and maybe catch up to that BMW as well. Keeping it tight on the exit of that corner there. Really just sticking it on the curbing. And it's where you're seeing a natural racing line, so who knows? I might do this. I might do this race again. This is a lot of technicality. Like this track is making me work with these GT3's. You shift down into second, going into the intro of this, into the S's here.
Kind of
have to lift going uphill. Definitely lift for sure onto the brakes here. Such a tight left-hand turnaround there. Almost have to get down to the first gear on that one, but the same thing with this corner here. This immediate, you know, hard right-hand turn. I'm keeping pace with this Porsche here, which is good. And the other racers, gone. Like, I don't think I have a chance of ever catching up to them at this point. They definitely clearly have a lot more time with this track with GT3's than I do. So at this point, I think I'm content where I'm at, and if I can stay where I'm at, I'd be happy. So come down bottom of the hill here. Got a new person behind us in yet another Porsche. At this point, we've got to we've got to be making some ground on that BMW at this point. Really attack that corner there. All the way out to the track limits as well on the exit of that. It's like I catch up to them right there, and it's just they start walking away from me. It's kind of annoying. They run a little wide on that exit there. Porsche's keeping pace with us right now. And the rest of the drivers here are pretty far back behind now. I think the Porsche's making up some ground on that BMW. Is probably gonna make a move potentially. No, not yet. Okay. A good move to hold off on doing that move there on that Porsche to that BMW. Ooh, the guy behind us getting a little close there around the S's. I'll make sure I make my lap times very consistent. Porsche's going on the outside. Okay, making a move on the BMW. Something's definitely happened. The BMW definitely bobbled here. I was able to make a pass on him as well as that Porsche in front of me. So let's see if we can't make some ground on this BMW as we cross the line. really feel like this Ferrari has those uphill S's nailed down really good. It's just these, you know, big turnarounds here. I don't know. It's like I've raced the Ferrari for so long. I feel like I've gotten the momentum, like the weight shifting and everything on this car pretty well dialed in. Like, ain't nobody running the Mustang on this. And I've got the Mustang, and, you know, don't get me wrong, I did pretty darn good on that 24-hour race at Daytona with the Mustang with, you know, with my teammates there. But, man, this Ferrari just feels so good. It's well balanced. Really what I would like to do. And ultimately, if I'm going to do another long endurance race, if the Mustang ultimately, if the Mustang is the one selected, you know, I'll run it. But man, this Ferrari just feels so good around a track like this. And even Spa, really, like, Spa is great for the Ferrari. I would have to, like, sit down and just practice with the Mustang, because, like, the Mustang's fast. It actively wants to kill you, kind of a thing. But getting back up onto this final corner here, the final two corners, and the Porsche behind us spins out. That is unfortunate. That sucks. That is really unfortunate there. Keep it tight. I'm going to keep up with this Porsche in front. At this point, we're sitting pretty darn good in the standings and where we're at. Obviously, the front two guys are they're gone. At this point, I don't have to worry about them. Like, unless if one of them messes up royally, which I don't think they will, it's the rest of this race is pretty much set for the next couple of minutes here. So I'm just kind of like sit back and just really work these corners around the S's. Coming up the hill there. Okay. And that's pretty much all the way down to the first gear at this point. So, and then that could also be just a point of tire wear as well. You know, it's more beneficial for me to be down first in that corner entry there. Really attack that corner. Okay. I'm going to go a little wide here. In the first couple of corners. That didn't really help us a whole lot. I'm losing some time on the guy in front. Coming into that final lap here of the race. We're really going to try to push hard here. Really attack that corner there. We're trying to get on that throttle as much as we can. going down into the downhill section here of the track. Back up for that final S section here. Man, I really been just keeping pace with this Porsche, ultimately.
Good race, Bogdan. I couldn't catch you.
All right, looks like the leader has just crossed the finish line. Okay. I missed the apex of that corner there. I'm trying to make a little bit of, gain a little bit of time here, maybe get on that throttle. Nah, this Porsche was just too fast on the top end there. Crossed the finish line there. Ultimately,
good racing there. Good racing.
That was really, really good racing from everybody, especially that Porsche right in front of me, making around the BMW there. So be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you be notified whenever a video comes out. And we'll see you in the next race. See ya!